going to talk about even integers. What are even integers? Even integers are those when you divide them by 2, the remainder comes 0. Let's write some numbers. 12. 12 is an integer, we know. The question is it an even integer or not? Let's divide this number by 2. When you will divide 12 by 2, the answer will be 6 and the remainder will be 0. So this is an integer and this is also an even integer. So this is the definition of an even integers. Even integers are those when you divide them by 2, the remainder comes 0. Let's see another number. 14. 14 is an even integer or not? Simply divide this number by 2. When you will divide 14 by 2, the answer will be 7 and the remainder will be 0. So this is an even integer. What about 2? 2 is an even integer or not? Simply divide it by 2. When you will divide 2 by 2, the answer will be 1 and the remainder is 0. So these are all even integers. 12 is also an even integer, 14 is also an even integer, and 2 is also an even integer. Let's see another example. Let's talk about another number, that is 15. Is 15 is an even integer or not? Simply check it by dividing it by 2. I am dividing 15 by 2. When you will divide 15 by 2, 2, 7, 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. The remainder is 1. This is not in an even integer. Now I am going to draw a number line where you will see where I will highlight the even integers. I will only highlight even integers. Number line is, the mid one is always 0 and the positive numbers are on the right side and the negative numbers on the left side. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. On the left side are negative numbers, -1, -2, -3 and so on. So I am going to highlight even integers. Even integers. Let's see the middle number, 0. Is 0 is an even integer or not? Simply divide 0 by 2. When you will divide 0 by 2, the answer will be 0 and the remainder is also 0. Divide it and check it and let me know. So 0 is an even integer, I am marking tick. 1 is an even integer? No, 1 is not an even integer. When you will divide 1 by 2, it is not divisible by 2. So this is not an even integer. 2, yes, 2 is an even integer. 3, no, 3 is not an even integer. When you will divide 3 by 2, the answer is 1 point something. So this is not an even integer. Simply divide 3 by 2 and check it. 2, 1, 2 and the remainder is 1. So this is not an even integer. So let's see the negative numbers. -1. -1 is not an even integer. -2, yes. If 2 is an even integer, then obviously -2 is also going to be an even integer. So let's write some of even integers. So we have seen that 0 is an even integer, 2 is an even integer, 4 is an even integer, 6 is an even integer, 8 is an even integer, 10 and so on. Here -2, -4, -6 and so on. So these are all even integers. For example, if we have this complex number and we need to find out that this is an even integer or not without using calculator, what is the easiest way to find out? So you just need to see the last number. If the last number is an even integer, then this whole number is an even integer. And if the last number is not an even integer, then this is not an even integer. As we know that 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, these are all even integers. And we know that 9 is not an even integer. So this whole number is not an even integer. Simply check it by dividing this number by 2. You will see that the answer will come in decimal and the remainder will not be 0. Let's see another example. 2018. Is this number is an even integer or not? We all know that 8 is an even integer. So this complete number is an even integer. Now I have one question for you. As we know that 2019 is coming, so comment and let me know that 2019 is an even integer or not. Thank you.